Hey, how's it going? Welcome to G-Ball Vision. Today, I have two new knives here to share with you, and these are coming in from CJRB. Now, while I get these opened up, let me know down in the comments what your carry is for today. Feel free to let me know the entire loadout. These are going to be new releases for CJRB, and pretty exciting because this is going to be what looks familiar, the Pyrite light, but we are going to be looking at some new iterations, and also these are going to be in the new AR SF2 steel, which has equivalent performance to something like 154 CM. Now, I remember originally they were quoting it as coming in something like S30V, and since then, it has been kind of, I don't want to say retracted, but more comparable to something like 154 CM. And that's not a bad thing. 154 CM is a great all-around affordable knife steel. 154 CM has been around for a long time, and this is basically Artisan and CJRB's version of 154 CM. So it's their own formula, but you're going to have similar performance to something like 154. They just rolled out the SF2 steel here. I believe it was this year, 2025 was the first time we saw the new SF2 steel. Now, this isn't going to be the XL version. This is going to be the standard version. So we are going to be looking at something like 2 and we'll give it 2 7/8 of cutting edge, and more like 3 and we'll give it 3 3/8 of total blade, coming down there at 7.5 inches overall. And to put that in better perspective, we'll bring out a couple of comparison knives. We got the Vosteed Raccoon here and the Kaiser Drop Bear, and you'll see the Pyrite Light series is going to be somewhere close to something like the Vosteed Raccoon. And two more for you. We have the Benchmade Bug out here and the Kaiser Militol, and going to be a little bit bigger than something like the Bug out, but not quite as long as the Militol. We'll get our 50 ways baked in Hank out here, and we'll get a look at this pocket clip, which this is going to be CJRB and Artisan standard budget deep carry clip, and it works very well. They have also implemented a new clip that you're going to see on the Glacier series, which is going to be a little shorter, and it's not going to be quite as wide. And for 80% of the knives that they put out, I would say this clip is even better. The Glacier series is awesome. If you haven't checked that video out yet, definitely worth going and checking out the Glacier video. But this is going to carry very well. You'll have a tiny, tiny bit there poking out of the pocket, and you are going to have really nice edge retention there. We are also going to be looking at anodized aluminum studs, and then everything is going to be the same. We're looking at FRN here that has a slight contour and it has nice texturing. You'll be able to switch that clip over for lefty carry, and they even include a lanyard hole there for the lanyard fans. Now we'll go ahead and get the Arch Nemesis out, and we'll give these a little weight check here, and we like to guess the weight of the knives. It's been quite a while since I've checked out a standard Pyrite light, so I actually don't remember what these weigh, but you're more than welcome to play along. Put your guess down in the comments. Even if you already commented your EDC for the day, feel free to put another comment down there. I'm going to give it a whirl here, and I'm going to say that, what do we got here? We do have recessed steel liners in there, so that's going to, FRN is already very rigid and tough, but then you add the steel liners in there, that just gives them even more rigidity. Man, let's say 2.7. Oh, ooh, I'll take it. 82 grams. I said 2.7, so it's 2.9. And they are both going to be probably 2.85 would be my guess. That's why it's going back and forth there. 80 grams, and we're just going to call it 2.8 because that's where it settled, and that's a damn good guess. Now, where these are really going to shine here is going to be how thin the blade stock is. We're looking at 0.43 for the handle thickness, and we are going to be looking at 96 thousandths for the blade stock. So that is nice and thin. And let's see what these are coming down to. Let's hope it's under 20, but if not, no big deal. And we're looking at about 20 thousandths there in that particular spot with that particular hold. But let's see how these SF2 Pyrite lights cut out of the box. And for that, we're going to use our standard catalog paper. And because these are more of like a Wharncliffe-esque sheep's foot style of blade, you have that really low tip. These are going to be great for utility type work and precise cutting. That tip, that low tip, it's just piercy pokey. It's nice and thin. This is the ultimate box cutter, package opener type of blade shape, in my opinion. It takes a little bit of getting used to. If you're new into pocket knives, Wharncliffe and sheep's foot blades can seem kind of odd, but man, do they work good in a lot of different scenarios. And these both have a splendidly sharp edge. And if, I've only had 2 knives in the SF2 steel, and I have to say they're early, right when the SF2 came out. And I am not going to question one bit what the performance is comparable to, because what happened after the RPM 9 ordeal, CJRB and Artisan are going to do their homework and make sure these are comparing to what they're supposed to. And just like the RPM 9, they've adjusted that a little bit. Now, this, I believe, is going to be on point with something like 154 CM. What's really cool is these knives are going to be down around the $50 price point. So in essence, you're going to get 154 CM performance. You're going to get an ultra lightweight knife with rigid, textured, and contoured FRN. You can switch the pocket clip to lefty and righty. Very comfortable, well thought out design. You have that nice little 50-50 area in here you can choke up. This is a great design, and for $50, you're not going to find similar performance at that price very much, and you can also get the RPM 9 versions down around $30, which that is one of the best $30 knives in the history of, folding knives. It is an insanely good deal between the Pyrite Light and the CJRB Acacia, I believe it is, the crossbar lock that they did that's down around 30. Both of them are phenomenal knives for $30. So what CJRB is doing here is they are really kind of undercutting a lot of the market because, T8 there, T8 on the body, and probably T6 on the pocket clip. Yep, T6 on the pocket clip. I've heard that it's going to be a little while till they go to T8 on the pocket clips. I'm not sure what the holdup is, but it must have something to do with machining, or I don't know. I don't know what it is, but I've heard that, it's going to be a little bit till they get to T8 on the pocket clip, which I don't think is a big deal. If you have quality bits and a good driver, you're going to be just fine, because you're either going to leave it where it is or you're going to switch it once and be done with it. You don't need to take that off, or you don't need to take the pocket clip off to disassemble this knife. So not really a huge deal. Would it be nice if they were all T8? That way you only had to use one bit. Yeah, it would be nice. But where you have a T8, you most likely have a T6 too. It is an extra bit you need to have, but most likely if you have an 8 with you, you're going to have a T6 with you as well. So not the end of the world, not a deal breaker, but kind of a nice to have type of thing. And as far as centering goes, this brown one here with the black blade is nicely centered. The orange with the stonewash blade is maybe off to the clip side just a touch. And looks like it came over a little bit. Now it's centered up. Maybe off just a touch to the clip side. Just a smidgen, I would say. How about the lockup? Up and down? Nothing. Side to side? Nothing. Very good. That feels really good. Let's go ahead and we'll check this guy out. Nothing up and down. And nothing side to side either. Very good. Now this one is coated. And our plunge is also coated as well. So that is something to keep in mind. Let's go ahead and we're going to introduce these new SF2 Pyrite lights to the Spine Whacker. Now we just had the Glacier series, which I talked about earlier. Man, such a phenomenal design, and that's a button plunge lock, and they are just as solid as can be with incredibly good button lock action. As far as plunge locks go, this is about as good as it gets. I mean, really strong resistance on that initial push, and it works really well. Plunge locks have come very, very far since the original button locks were getting pushed out into the market. Let's go ahead. We'll start up towards the tip. We'll go light just to get us going. Go to the middle. The old triple tap a little harder. Close it and check it. Very good. Very good. That is exactly what we want to see. Those were pretty hard ones there to start. Little triple tap, close it and check it. Very good. Very good. Yeah, no hesitation from me on CJRB and Artisan's plunge locks, their button locks. They do some of the best, if not the best, budget button locks that you can get your hands on. Now, I am interested to hear your thoughts and opinions on the new Pyrite light in SF2. Is this something you could see adding to your daily or weekly rotation or adding to your collection? And what do you think of that SF2 steel being compared to 154 and offered up at just under $50? I look forward to hearing your thoughts and opinions. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, share this video. That helps push the video out to more people. And the more people that see this video, the better off we are, because we get more knife and EDC lovers coming into the EDC world, and we get more people here on the channel, and I always appreciate it. If you are new yourself to the channel, let us know down in the comments. That way we can welcome you to the family properly here. Make sure you are subscribed and you ring that bell, because I release videos like this every single day, and you're gonna want to be notified when those drop. I'll pop up a couple of videos. Go check out the one you haven't seen before. Have yourself an awesome day. Thank you all again for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.